Today we're in the Ella Sharp Hall of Fame room, and I'm with the men behind the Jackson Junior Golf Tour, the Mercer Tour here in town, Dave Gilpin, and Dave's right-hand man, Rick Frinkle. And we are almost underway here, Dave. This is another exciting year. Tell us a little bit about this year's tour.
Well, I'll tell you, it's really coming together. Sign-ups are coming in pretty hot and heavy right now.
Okay.
I went back to last year's sign-ups because I like to keep my log and see when sign-ups come in and everything, and we're right on schedule last year, and we ended up with about 155 kids last year, so we're right on that same schedule for this year. One thing we're doing a little bit different this year, and I've sent out some information to a lot of the coaches, but we're doing a buy one get one for the girls high school golf.
Oh, that's a great deal.
And so we're trying to build up our girls program.
Sure.
And if they sign up, if they pay the membership and buy one a tournament, we'll give them a second one at equal value for free.
Oh, wow, that's great.
What I had was a man from over by the Cascades, actually hangs out over there, but Rick Seegers wanted to make a donation to my tour. He said, I like what, I want to build up your tour for the young kids here in town, and he made a nice donation, and so I didn't really know what I wanted to do with it, and he wanted it to go to the tour, not necessarily to a scholarship, and so we're doing this buy one get one with Rick Seeger's money.
Awesome.
And yeah, and
very good.
Yeah, and so far I've had real good feedback on it.
Good.
The only thing I asked, you can go online, and it's hard to do online, but you just sign up for whatever tournaments you want, and then text me the ones that you want for free.
There you go.
And so I'll just put them in myself, so they don't have to worry about paying for them or not me crediting them and all that.
I didn't think there was a such thing as free golf, but I guess here in Jackson for the kids there is. Rick, tell me what a tournament is like. What are the kids' experience on the day of a Jackson Junior Golf Tour event?
They all come out. They have a lot of fun and a lot of camaraderie with the kids. Dave and I love seeing the kids start real young and get older, get better and better all the time. And we got a lot of nice swings out there for these kids, and they all have a lot of fun.
The mental aspect is so important, right? I never played a junior tour. I didn't play golf in high school. That's where these kids are picking up a big part of this mental game. So to when they enter high school and play competition, they're used to all that, so the nerves aren't there.
It's no doubt. That is so true, and I've been trying to explain that to some of my parents, especially those kids that are in that category that are, maybe they're going to be freshmen next year. They're going to be working on their game a little bit this summer, and the more tournaments you can play in, the more relaxed you get. Not only because of getting to know your game, but you're also getting to know how it feels to play with people that you don't know.
Right.
And I get a lot of parents that'll say to me, well, he wants to play with Joey, his buddy. Can we do it? I said, maybe once. But I said, after that, no, because I said, we're here to try to get him to meet new people and learn how to play with people that he doesn't know.
Absolutely.
I said, we're trying to prepare these kids for that high school golf. And I said, if he's out playing with his buddies, he just might as well be out at his home golf course and just, doing that, because he's not going to learn a lot.
Yeah, it's a totally different world out there for sure. Talk a little bit about the schedule, and I know you have different age divisions too, right? And so you have tons of opportunities to win throughout the year, excuse me. And you guys do nice prizing. You give a nice flag. Talk a little bit about the tour.
Well, yeah, I try to break it up, but we've got basically 11. When we get all done, we got about 11 different divisions.
Okay.
Between the 9-holers, because you can sign up for just 9, and the 18-holers, we got the boys. They're separate from the girls. And so by the time we get everything categorized out, we've got 11 different flags that we're giving away to each tournament. We also give away medals for, second, third, and fourth place on a lanyard that they can wear around their neck if they want to, or they can hang them from the curtain rod in their bedroom.
Very cool.
So they do that too.
And that's important to the kids.
Oh, you aren't kidding.
Yeah.
They love the medals. Well, you look at a high school kid that's won some medals at track or something. They got them sewn right on their varsity jacket.
Oh yeah.
Medals are important.
Rick, tell me a little bit about what you and Dave are doing during around at one of the tour events? Are you guys checking people in, going around, making sure all the rules are being followed? What's the role for you guys at the day of the event?
Mostly all we do is check them all in every morning when they check in, and then at the end of the day we do all the scoring and write them all. We get scoreboards and all that stuff, but yeah, most of the time, we're just kind of relaxing, and then we have Tammy that helps us. She's the one out roaming around. We always got walkie-talkies. We tell her if somebody's being too slow or playing too slow, they need to pick up the pace or whatever. But otherwise, Dave and I just kind of, after we finally get everybody checked in, we did get to relax for a few minutes.
Well, just a few minutes, but but I'll tell you, the way it's set up is the kids are playing in their own age divisions, so we have to keep things on the go, because what's going to happen is those older boys that teed off first are going to be coming around, and they're going to be wanting to get their prizes and their sandwich and their pop and stuff when they finish. Which reminds me that in each one of my tournaments we give a free food when they finish. They get a sandwich or a pop and a chips or a candy bar or something like that when they finish. So it's all a meal is actually included in the entry.
That's great.
And so for a 9-hole kid paying $15, and plus he's got his free sandwich and stuff like that that goes with it. It's for what we give him, that's the super deal.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. How many years now for the JJ GT?
20. This is 22.
Is it really?
22. Yep. And I'm almost to the point where I'm going to have kids of kids coming on.
That's cool.
It's getting close.
Yeah.
I've got because those first kids that came out back in when we first started, and Rick also remembers this. We got like Cannon Reisner. Yeah, he just won. Yeah. What, the Thaw?
He wins all kinds of big tournaments.
He does win Jackson tournaments, and he was one of the kids that we used to kind of make fun of him. He came to all the tournaments dressed in as Ricky Fowler orange.
Oh boy, yeah.
And I got pictures of that. So we can blackmail him anytime we want.
Well, I think he sounds like he knew what he was doing.
But awesome. Yeah, but he's not the only one.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The kid that was second to him, who plays out at Spring Arbor College, was one of the kids that's also, won on our tour. But other kids through the years have won adult tournaments coming off my tour.
Yeah, that's cool. What's the best way to sign up or find out more information on the tour this year, Dave?
Well, the absolute best way is if you've got access to the internet, is to go online, and it's pretty simple. JJ Golf Tour, which stands for Jackson Junior. We don't have it set up. I mean, if you were to Google it, it might come up Mercer, because Mercer's my title sponsor.
Sure.
And Rick and Mr. Mercer Kirk has been great.
Yeah.
I mean, he and I did this thing. We started this whole tour. I needed some startup money, and Mr. Glick was busy, so doing everybody else in town.
Yeah.
So actually, Kirk and I went to school together.
That's cool.
And so I said, maybe I'll give Kirk a call and see if he's got a little bit of money involved. And he basically, we sat down and talked about it, and he goes, Dave, if you're going to be the one running it, if you're in charge of the whole thing, he says, count me in. And
here we are 22 years later.
22 years later on that handshake. And he's told me many times that he gets more feedback from this tour than he does from any of the other, or most all the other donations that he gives to other events.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Because it's a continual thing. It's a long-term type
Absolutely.
thing.
Absolutely. Well, you'll be able to see the scores and photos from the majority of the JJ Golf Tour events on jtv.tv. And if you have any questions, you can check out their website or call Dave to find out more information on the tour. Dave Gilpin and Rick Frinkle here on The Locker Room.
Thanks, Andy.